Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Whether it makes you laugh, cry, scream, or fly, there's a song for every emotion. We're Mike and Priya, and we talk about the songs that make up the soundtrack to your life. Because life is... Where
In
is
the
it?
lyrics.
There it is.
It is hot.
Boy can't read.
I know.
Boy can't read.
It's so bad. It's so bad. You know, I've been listening to some of our podcasts. I've been listening to some of our episodes. And
Oh, so you're one of the 25 people that listen.
yes, I've been listening to some of our episodes. And the number of times where I have flubbed up reading or I'm listening to the recording and I'm remembering how many times it took me to get that out, to get that one recording. It's pretty bad.
I'm not going to comment. You've already said what you need to say
I know.
on that topic.
All right, little listeners, is it hot enough for you? Because we are still in the middle of a heat wave.
Yeah.
And we like you.
We like you. No matter how hot it gets, you will not hear me complain because
No.
we have, 2 months of this solar power and then 17 months of winter.
Yep, it's true. And you might hear some ice cubes a clinking because
Mike is having his, not a gin and Dubonnet, but it's a Prosecco and Dubonnet
yeah, I'm
kind
trying
of
something
evening.
different.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is. And he is drinking this after just saying in the car on the way here, oh, I drank too much last night.
I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we were out last night together.
Yes, together.
Weren't we? Yeah. And I had 3.5 beers.
I don't understand the half.
No, because I ordered a half pint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Oh.
the breeze. The breeze
Yeah, the
is
breeze.
gonna,
The breeze. Okay. But the breeze feels so good.
Yeah.
Is that going to bother people if they hear
No,
the
but
little
just
storm?
grab the window
Okay.
up and pull it down just past. Use your muscles. Just past the. Keep going. Keep one more. You got it.
Weird angle.
There you go. That should start.
Oh,
I said no. It's never going to happen.
I know.
You're never gonna get it.
I'm never going to stop
never gonna
trying.
get it.
If at first you don't succeed, try and try again.
Well, yeah. So we were out last night, and I did have a couple of drinks. And
3.5, actually.
3.5.
Yes.
We already established that.
We did.
And I was a bit hungover today.
And before the hungover part, you did say that you were a bit of a boisterous drunk.
Yeah, I realize I get kind of lippy when I've had a few drinks.
Yeah.
And I may have said
Well,
a
let's
few
set up the scene.
Okay.
We were at a birthday party
That's right, we were.
of a dear friend of ours. And it was
Shout out to Nicole.
Yes,
Happy
and-
birthday.
happy birthday. And it was, she was giving her speech because it was cake cutting time.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in the midst of her speech and then...
The candles were burning.
Yeah. And then what did you say as she was speaking?
Blow. Blow the candles. Just blow.
And then you said, I want my cake.
No, I didn't say I
I
want.
thought you said that.
No, I said to you that I
I see.
wanted her to
Okay.
blow the candles out
So you could get the
because I
cake.
want my cake.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I do get a bit lippy. I also want to tell you something else that happened last
Oh.
night. So, these kinds of events where you haven't seen people in a long time.
Yes.
So there's, you're making small talk and you're doing some
It's
catch up.
exhausting, yes.
One of the things I am trying to do is I'm trying to close my Facebook account. I don't use it.
Okay.
I never go on it.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm just going to shut it down because then I think these stagnant Facebook accounts are the accounts that end up getting
Hacked?
Hacked, yeah. And I have been hacked once or twice over the years.
Is that what you're calling it now? Boom.
So, Jesus. So I'm trying to shut down my Facebook account. And so I logged on and I thought I'd do a quick scroll before I
Okay.
shut it down.
Okay.
And somebody that we know had
Right.
posted something and about their father. And I didn't read it. I just
Okay.
saw, this friend had posted a photo of their father and, had said something about him, things he's accomplished or something. I can't remember.
Okay.
Well, I took it that this was kind of in memoriam type of
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Well, this person was at the party last night.
Oh,
and
no.
so when I saw her, I
Oh
was like,
my God.
oh, it's so good to see you. You know, you
sorry
look
to hear about
great.
your dad.
so sorry to hear about your dad.
Oh my God,
And she's like, she looks at me and she's like, oh yeah, it's really good to see you too. And I don't know why you're so sorry about my dad. What happened to my dad? And I was like,
Ooh.
oh, did he pass away? I thought
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I thought he passed away.
You kept going. You kept going with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
she's
couldn't
like,
just backtrack?
no, my dad's alive and well, and he's doing really well. Why would you think that? And I said, well, I saw something on Facebook, and I'm trying to close it down, and so I went through the
Oh,
whole blah blah
Lord.
blah. And she's like, no, he got an award, and so I posted about the award. I'm
Right.
like, okay, well, I was wrong. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I was wrong. And
And I
yay, that
shuffled
your
over to the
dad
buffet,
is not
and I
dead.
got myself some food because I
Okay.
was like, all right,
Need to stuff your face, eh, fatty?
yeah. So that happened last night. hmm
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And what about you?
um,
What do you got to say for yourself? What have you been up to?
okay, I had one thing that I left a voice note for myself
You
last
and
week.
your voice notes. You know what though? Sorry to interrupt, but
okay.
I haven't received one of your voice notes in a
No.
while.
I haven't done this was not a high voice note. I'm just talking about we had my roommate had a friend over for a barbecue, and she's a nurse, right?
Not a housewarming.
Not a
Because your
housewarming.
roommate doesn't do that.
No, she doesn't do that. So we were all sitting in the backyard and we were just chatting. And her friend, as I said, is a nurse, and so she was just talking about geriatrics.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how it came up, but she said that anyone 60 and over is considered geriatric in
Yeah.
nursing. And that made me very upset.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that is
Well-
that is not far for Mike.
You bitch. Well, I'll tell you
I'm just
something.
behind you.
It's true
Mhm.
by 3 years, but my husband turns 59 this year.
Oh, he's pre-geriatric.
Yeah. And I think actually at some of the stores, you can get a senior's discount at 55.
Oh, I mean, I will take it.
Yeah.
I won't like it. I mean, I
No.
will like it, but I won't appreciate it.
Yeah. you
I will appreciate it, but I just
Little
not.
listeners, if you could just see Priya right now, she's giving me
She's
that
worked
look and she's pointing her finger. I'm getting the finger wag.
I'm getting
I'm like,
very.
I'll take it. I
I
won't
know.
like it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of taking it.
Oh. Oh. You know what?
Yes. What?
We have not talked about some of the things you said you were going to tell us
Yes,
about.
exactly. So
Is this what we're going to talk
this
about?
is. I mean, why not? Oh, the time is right. I
Summer's
feel like.
hot.
Summer's
Priya's
hot.
hot.
Well, yeah,
Was
I
the
had a
sex
nice.
hot?
The sex was very hot. Okay, so here's what I've decided, little listeners. If you care, probably not. I have decided after many years of longing for a relationship that I don't want that because men suck. The single men
Yes,
that
they
are
do.
out there, I mean, maybe the men you meet suck in a good way, but
No.
I'm just saying that the men out there are terrible and terrifying. Anyways, so I've decided
So you
that
just sleep with them.
not them,
Oh, no, not the terrifying ones.
just one.
Okay.
I've decided that I just need the one. I'm trying to figure out a good term for him. I don't like the term lover. It sounds so
Booty call?
booty call sounds very
Cheap?
cheap and also
Tawdry?
yeah, like it's not like he just comes over or I just go over and we just bang it out and then I leave. No, like we hang out, we get food, we watch TV. You
Okay.
know, we have a really nice night. Like it's like a date.
Mm-hmm.
We bang it out and then we leave.
Mm.
But there's no emotional. I have zero emotional connection to this
Okay.
person. Okay, and so I had seen him a few weeks ago, and then I was starting to talk about it, and you were like, no, we haven't caught up on your Halifax, blah blah blah, and so we didn't get
Oh,
to
right.
it.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that one yet.
We're not going to talk about that one because we're talking about this one.
Okay.
And so this was the second time I had been over. I saw him last weekend. And so I went over to his place because I happened to be celebrating another friend's birthday out near his hood. And I said, hey, well, he was asking me when he could see me. And I said, well, I'm going to be up in your area.
I'm gonna be up in your area.
I'm going to be up in your area so you can get up in my area a little later on in the night. And so I went over and let me tell you, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. And
How did you meet him?
oh, this is somebody that I actually dated before.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And then that didn't work out. And then he kind of came back around. And I was like, I have no interest in dating you. Zero, zilch, none. If you want to keep it just casual and just like have the occasional date and hang out, I'm down. You know? And he's very much like in so many ways it's great. Like I'm kind of like a kept woman when I get over there. He just orders food and he knows that I'm vegan. He takes care of me and like he's very affectionate. He's very physical. Like he's very sensual. It's a really good sexual chemistry between the two of us. And this time I basically just laid back and relaxed. And he
we don't need the details.
No, I was trying to give Mike some of the details while Danielle was on the phone with me, and Mike was like, no,
don't need it.
No,
don't want to hear it.
I'm not going to go into too many details. I'm just going to say that a spot was hit.
Oh, wow.
That had never been hit.
Really?
Before, yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was like the Bermuda Triangle. I was like, that is a fairy tale. It doesn't really exist. People pretend that it exists.
Wow.
It exists, and it was good.
Will I ever get to meet him?
I don't see why you would.
No?
Nah. I don't need to bring him into my life. Nah, it's great. We went twice that night. That was really nice.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Wow.
Okay. Anyway, so this is just for all the ladies out there.
All the single ladies.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies. Do they snap constantly through that?
Get your bang up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Way to get back on that horse and
I sure got on that. I
ride
rode
him,
that
cowboy.
horse to the sunset twice.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
sometimes I wonder the people who listen, if they're just like, this is a side of Priya I don't need to know. Like when I tell certain people about the podcast, I'm like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't tell you about the podcast. Like my staff.
Oh.
I probably shouldn't tell them about the podcast. I've mentioned it's to them and then I'm like, I'm not going to tell you that tomorrow. Anyways, okay, so
well,
that's...
if you are staff of Priya's and you're listening to this, write in and let us know what you think about all this sharing. How, Priya, could they do that?
I don't want to tell them.
You can slide into our DMs on Instagram.
If they don't know by now, they don't need to know.
They might be new listeners.
Well, they can go back to the vault. Also, we've decided to call it the vault now.
The vault.
I've decided to call it the vault.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
The vault.
Okay.
You can slide into
You're
our
still
DMs.
going to tell them. Fine, great.
lifeisinthelyrics@gmail.com or slide into our DMs on Instagram, The Little Podcast.
Okay. Anyways, I hope they don't listen to this.
Or other listeners might have things to say, so hey.
Well, yes, Vi.
welcome.
I'm sorry, Vi.
Yeah. So last night we were talking with somebody at that party. And we
About
were
being a guest?
No.
Oh, okay.
But their partner,
Yes.
I asked them a question.
Okay.
Do you remember, were you there for that?
I'm not sure what question you're referring to.
Excuse me.
I heard that on the mic. I think the mic picked that up. That was a belch.
Yeah. I'm going to cut that out as well.
Oh, good God. No, you better not. Is that the Prosecco coming back up a little
is.
bit? Then give me a sip of that drink over there.
Oh.
I just want to taste it with the Prosecco in it.
It's quite nice.
Oh, that is quite nice.
Summer in a glass. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, last night we were talking with people and I was asking somebody, I know what it was.
Okay.
So one of the people we were talking with, she was saying that she used to live in New York.
Yes.
And she used to go out all the time.
Right. We were talking about this episode, actually.
Yeah. And well, we were talking about like going out and how during the week, we just don't do that a lot anymore. No. And I was saying, since COVID, it really kind of took the wind out of the sails and I'm kind of fine with it. I really like coming home after work and just kind of chilling. And she was saying, oh yeah, I got a son and I'm busy and I work from home and, I just don't have the desire to go out.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that and I can't remember how I posed the question actually, but I was just thinking, that's kind of interesting when you think about why is it so loud out there?
It's just some people talking. I don't think
Where are they?
I can't see
it's
them.
really loud.
It's not. I don't know why you think it's loud and I don't because I'm right here and I can't even see them.
Well, tell them to shut the fuck up.
Shut it!
So we were talking and talking about how there's this kind of pressure or this idea about like how, we're supposed to still have this energy as we get older to go out and do the things that we were doing when we were younger. Mm-hmm. And the kind of not guilt, but just when you reflect on that and you're thinking about, oh, I should be able to do these things, and then feeling kind of bad that you don't.
Yeah.
And it made me think about this episode. So I thought I'd ask her, like, do you remember when
That shift happened.
that shift happened?
I
Like,
do
can
remember you asking her that. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, which I think is actually an interesting segue then
Yes, to
to
our
the theme of this
topic.
topic.
Well, hey, Mike, what's that saying? That youth is wasted on the young?
Yeah. And I think you only realize it when you're not young anymore.
Yeah, which basically means that that's why you and I are starting to realize
Right.
it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, as you may have guessed, little listeners, this week's theme is Forever Young.
Forever young. I want to be forever young. I love I don't know if love is the right word, but I really like this theme
Yeah.
because that song, takes me back to high school.
Oh, God, I know.
Yeah. And I didn't actually do much research on other music
Okay.
about forever, like a theme, Forever
Okay.
Young. But I thought, oh, this could be a really juicy topic to
Yeah.
discuss.
I 100% think so. And it's funny that you asked her about that last night, and then you were talking about, we were all talking about how we love to be in bed by like 9:30. I think I made a comment like, if somebody says, oh, I'll meet you at 9 o'clock, I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
honey, no,
No.
I can't leave the house
Yeah.
after like 8 o'clock. I'll just get too
Pre-game.
comfortable.
Remember pre-gaming?
Oh God, I
Too old for
can't
that.
even imagine that. But I will say this, that I have been making a concerted effort to try and be out more lately.
Yeah.
And that's partly, it's interesting. Like, I don't know. It's not necessarily like that I don't love being home, because I do. I think I love it too much. I'm just like, as we've been talking a lot on this podcast about, knowing that we have more life behind us than ahead of us. And I have a friend who travels every summer for 2 months, and I envy that. And it's like, God, she really like milks everything out of life. And I'm trying to be a little more like that. So I'm trying to just fill my weeks up a little bit more than I normally do. So I've been really enjoying that, because I am at heart more and more a homebody.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that. I mean, I'm less inclined to be planning things multiple nights in a week,
Yeah.
and more I do enjoy being at home, and after a day's work and thinking and interacting
Yeah, I
and
get that.
troubleshooting and all that,
Yes. I
so-
understand that, because I don't have like an office job where I have to leave the house. I mean, except for a couple days a week. So it's, my experience with that is a little bit different. So I don't feel the need of, oh, I've just got home and now I just want to chill, because I'm often at home working. But I want to ask you, like, for example, this week, how many nights did you socialize or do something out of the house?
Well, Monday,
Okay.
I invited a friend over for dinner. And Tuesday, I did not do anything. Wednesday, I was out
Yeah, that was just last night.
last
Yeah.
night. I was just out socializing with you.
Right?
Thursday, you're here. We're doing a
Yes.
podcast. Friday, I don't have any plans. Thank God.
Nice. Thank God. Isn't
Yeah,
that funny?
I know.
If this was 20 years ago and we were like, Friday, I have no
Friday,
plans to be,
I
oh
know,
my God.
we got to do
Oh my God.
something. We got to do something.
The weekend is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy with the fact that I don't have any plans tomorrow night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this song, and do you know what the song's about?
No, but it's not, I know that is it like an anti-war song?
It does. There is a context for like the Cold War and
Okay.
the Cold War era and threat of nuclear war. According to the Google, the song Forever Young by Alphaville, released in 1984, is about the desire to hold on to youth and optimism in the face of mortality,
Okay.
particularly within the context of Cold War era and threat of nuclear war. The song encourages living to the fullest and cherishing each moment while also acknowledging the fleeting nature of life. So if you take the Cold War era stuff out,
Yeah.
the description of what the song is about really does speak to a lot of things, especially when you think about our society right now and how, these Instagram filters and the constant barrage of, these, I think, I was going to say unattainable, but now Kris Jenner's completely, changed that. But I mean, the reality is we're all getting older.
Right.
And if you have the money and you have the interest to try and reverse it with interventions, then, all the power to you. You can't escape getting older, though.
Right. I just looked up Kris Jenner because when you said that, I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what happened? Okay, yeah, she got a new face.
Yeah, so she's, what, 69 or something like that?
Oh my God. Is she really?
Yeah, she's in her mid to late 60s for sure.
Wow.
And
it's called a deep plane facelift.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
So I got a lot of thoughts about the idea of Forever Young.
Yeah.
My own personal reflections about that, or opinions about, my own. How many times have I commented about things like my age or my weight or, getting older? There is an obsession about aging. But, in thinking about this episode and what to talk about, I was thinking, yeah, but do I wish that I was younger? I don't think.
I was going to ask you that.
I don't think I do. It's not that I don't think I do. I'm quite confident that I don't wish that I was younger.
So you wouldn't want to go back in time and be like 29 again or 35 or...
No. I guess it is a regret. I think the one kind of thought about the aging and the Forever Young concept for me is that I wish I was more confident, that I had made certain decisions that I didn't make until I was older.
Right. So regrets, you have a few.
I guess, kind of like regrets for sure. Yeah. Kind of like
That's a line
regrets.
from a Frank Sinatra song.
Is it?
Yeah. Regrets. I've had a few.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Dun, da, 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 da. Yeah.
What about you? Would you like to live forever?
It's funny. I don't know if I mentioned this on a previous episode, but recently, like within the last month or so, I had an audition for Interview with the Vampire for season 3 to play the original vampire, Akasha.
Oh.
And I watched that show. I love that show. I've always loved vampire movies and shows and such. And it was such a fun audition to do. Now, I knew that there was no chance in hell that I would get that role because it's a lead guest starring role. And I don't even know why they had certain people audition, certain people being me, but they're obviously going to get somebody with a name to play that role. But it was a super fun audition to play because it's just such an over-the-top character and she's very sensual and just very kind of crazy because she's been alive for so many thousands of years. And I think part of the reason I really enjoy vampire-based shows or books or whatever is that because they are beings that live forever, right? And there's often discussions in there, like a lot of the characters often want to end their immortality because it's too much after a while. It's like, what else is there for me to experience constantly? Like, what am I supposed to keep doing?
Right.
And so I think about that, and I just think like, it would probably be super cool if I could live and not be in pain and, like if I could stay this age for say 100 years and experience and do all the traveling I wanted to do and see all the things and, have more experiences, maybe I would do that. But living forever, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't even think I would want that. I don't think I would want to, live for 100 years or more.
Like if you wouldn't change, if you wouldn't age?
No.
Really?
And you know why? Because everyone around me
would you love. And
so all those relationships and all of those people that are going through this more natural existence, but taking the kind of fantasy out of it, Dawn's Aunt Marg is 94.
Okay.
93
wow,
or
yes.
94. I think she's 94 this year. And she's very independent, super active.
She's the one that hosts the family dinners on
She
Sundays?
hosts family dinners on Sundays, like basically all fall and winter. She sends a WhatsApp. It's on, and we have to respond. And
I love it.
and she spends the summers up at her cottage. She kayaks in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, she's very active. But one of the things that is noticeable is that she's starting to get more and more lonely in terms of her cohort because
Yeah.
her peers are passing away.
Right.
So she has younger friends. She's very active in her church, and that's all great.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's this melancholy about
Yeah.
also, still being here when so
all those
many
deep, meaningful relationships have expired.
and she's got lots of children. She's got
Yeah.
grandchildren. So she has great grandchildren. She has lots of things to be, happy for, and I'm
Right.
sure she is. But I think there is that also that piece about, like your peers are gone, and
Yeah.
you're the last of an era, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be incredibly
Mm-hmm.
heartbreaking. Like even when I lost my cat who had
Mm-hmm.
been with me for 19 years, like, or as we see our little fur babies and stuff age, like we know that we're going to outlive them. And
Yeah.
it's heartbreaking
Yeah.
to think that bond is going to end and you'll have to carry on with the loss of that bond.
Yeah.
This is a very depressing episode so far.
No, but that's not. I don't think that's depressing. I think it's just an interesting reflection about
Yeah.
the idea of living forever.
Right.
And if you could, how do you think it would work? You obviously you've said you think it'd be kind of cool to be able
I
to
think
do
it could
lots
be.
of things.
Yeah.
Me, not so much. No, I don't
Right.
think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, let's go into some of the songs. And now you said that you didn't really expand beyond the song Forever Young by
Right.
Alphaville very much.
Yeah.
But there are, when I just did a quick Google search, like there are endless numbers of songs
Mm-hmm.
on this topic, some really, really good ones. And I did find it super interesting. I think we could do a whole other episode on this. The number of songs that either have the word 17 in the title
Mm.
or it's a main part of the lyrics.
You're not talking just Taylor Swift right now, right?
She doesn't have a song called 17.
No, but she probably has 17 in
Probably.
lyrics.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Edge of 17. I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about, there's like a song by Avril Lavigne called 17. There are so many songs called 17 or
Why?
something 17.
Why 17?
I think I had that exact same question. I was thinking about that and I thought, oh, that's the last age before you are officially an adult,
Oh.
right? So I think there's sort of, you're on the borderline of becoming an adult and sort of saying goodbye to your
Yeah.
carefree, responsibility-free childhood, so to speak.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
So I do wonder if maybe that might lead into another episode eventually because there were so many. And so I haven't really used a lot of those songs for this week's episode, but boy, there are a lot of great ones.
Yeah, you had it right. Quick Google. Many songs are titled 17 or feature the number 17 because it's a popular age to write about, often symbolizing the transition into adulthood, a time of change and freedom, or a specific nostalgic feeling. Additionally, 17 is a relatively easy and effective word to use in lyrics due to its rhyming and rhythmic qualities. So it's
Okay. So basically, I was
structurally
Google.
and
I was
yeah,
Google there.
You are. I'm just going to start calling you Google now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Google. Just Google me, Priya.
Yeah, that's what you can say to your business partner.
I love it. Okay, so you already talked about that Forever Young, but what about Forever Young by Rod Stewart?
Forever
Ever
young.
Yeah, there's some good lyrics there.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I totally forgot about that song.
Like I love the Rod Stewart from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie May and those songs, but he did continue to make music into the 80s and early 90s and this was definitely later in his career, but it does have some beautiful lyrics, just talking
Like what?
about and may you grow to be proud, dignified and true and do unto others as you'd have done to you. Be courageous and be brave and in my heart you'll always stay forever young.
Mm. Who wrote his music? Did he write it? He
That
didn't
is an
write it.
excellent question. I do not know the answer to that. I'm going to have to Google the real Google.
Okay. Can you Google that?
Oh, obviously.
It is kind of funny, actually, using Rod Stewart as an example.
He co-wrote it with his guitarist and keyboardist. Sorry, go ahead.
Because he's the kind of guy who does kind of give off this trying to be forever young
Well, rock
Like,
stars kind of generally.
yeah, they do. Yeah, right. Like that they kind of trade in their wives every decade or whatever for someone younger,
Mm-hmm.
similar looking.
Mm-hmm. A
Uh,
younger model,
yeah,
yes.
they have. I wonder if it's a marketing thing though, but they have a kind of look, right? Like,
Right. Well, they're usually models too, often, right?
well,
Rock
the wives.
stars
But I
and
was also thinking like the
the
musicians,
rock
like
star.
Rod
Right.
Stewart has a look, and
Yes,
it
he has
hasn't
that.
really changed much.
No, he has that long hair rocker, like
Mm-hmm.
80s rocker kind of look. The
Yeah.
same that Aerosmith and,
Mm-hmm.
Rolling Stones have.
Yeah. So there's kind of like a forever young sort of
Uh-huh.
thing with that.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you started paying attention to aging?
Oh, I would say that's actually been fairly recently for me.
Hmm.
Probably within the last, like, I don't know, maybe since I turned 50. Maybe.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Whereas like I never used to have a skincare routine.
Right.
Um, I just don't believe in putting layers of makeup on my face and then
Mm-hmm.
washing it off I hate the feeling of stuff on my
Mm-hmm.
face, right? So I've just always like washed my face in the morning and put facial cream and sunscreen on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wear lipstick and maybe mascara. That's pretty much has been my routine. But now I'm a little bit more conscious about putting on some, creams that will help with fine lines and wrinkles and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But I
So
don't obsess about it.
no. So aging from a physical presentation sort of.
Yes, and just like we've talked about our fucking bodies breaking
Mm-hmm.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, well, let's see. What is wrong today? My right shoulder, my left hip, my right wrist, like
Mm-hmm.
what else is going to break down? So I've been more conscious because things don't heal as quickly and you're kind
Mm-hmm.
of putting up with chronic or lasting pains a bit
Mm-hmm.
more. But it hasn't not in the way of it doesn't hound me, like it doesn't weigh on my mind.
Right. Right.
I actually feel better about myself now than I ever have in the
Right.
past.
Yeah.
I think I like the way I look more. I like who I am more. So yeah, I'm not looking at aging in a negative way. I like where I'm at right now, and so I'm like I'm gonna try and preserve
Mm-hmm.
this feeling of how I look, how I feel, as long as I can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about the various stages of, kind of like my awareness of age and what was important about it
Mm-hmm.
at the various stages. So, turning 16 and being able to get your driver's license,
Yeah. Which
turning
kids don't care
19.
about so much anymore
No,
now,
no,
but
there's so many. Turning 19 and being able to drink.
kids don't
Turning,
care about that so much anymore either.
that's true. Yeah.
Gosh.
The drinking is seriously dropped with
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people. Um, Turning 30, that was traumatic for me. I think I've
Yeah.
talked about that. It started out traumatic, turned out to be pretty damn awesome.
Right.
And then I think when I started losing my hair,
Mm-hmm.
so there are these kind of pivotal moments in life
Mm-hmm.
that were related to certain things like permissions, right? Like 16 being able to drive, 19 drinking, right? But then as I got older, it was different kind of pivotal moments. Like, oh, I remember looking in the mirror and seeing a bit of a side view and seeing wrinkles under my ears
Oh, okay.
and thinking like, what the heck is that? And it was, just my age, just aging and face dropping.
Right.
And it was like, oh, okay, so this is different. This isn't
Yeah.
about now being old enough to something.
Do something. Right.
Yeah, it's, oh, this is about body breaking down or physically changing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then recently it's been more about thinking, oh, yeah, okay, so I'm closer to retirement than I am from beginning of my career
Mm-hmm.
or beginning of my working life. So I just think it's kind of interesting as we age and we get different kind of life experience
Mm-hmm.
and our priorities change. What's important to us changes.
Right.
And this kind of reflection on aging.
Yeah. I wonder if our experience is if many other people share that experience or
Mhm.
if they, well, I guess I can probably answer my own question. I think there are a lot of people who obsess about aging
Mm.
in a negative way, like
Mhm.
just wanting to look younger. Like listen, great on Kris Jenner for looking how she now does. But also, like, she kind of doesn't look like the same person. So do you want to
No.
look like a completely different person? Or do you just
Younger,
want to look
different
like
person. Yeah.
a previous version of yourself? I don't know. Like, I do find that a little bit
Unsettling.
unsettling and a little bit sad
Yeah.
that you are so unhappy with how you are physically that you would need to change so much of it so drastically.
I guess you don't really know though. The doctors, they can't guarantee you're going to look like a certain thing, can they? I don't know.
We've seen some really botched ones, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, one of the things that came up when I was, Googling around and thinking of ideas around this theme was, have you heard of the Peter Pan syndrome?
yeah,
So, my connection obviously with Peter Pan syndrome, like when I think about that, I think a lot about, gay men and their obsession with youth.
right.
But really, Peter Pan syndrome, while it's not a official diagnosis in the whatever that clinical diagnosis book is, it is something that gets referenced quite a bit. And
Taylor referenced it in her song Peter.
oh yeah, that's right.
I was like, I know she did a song where she talks about Peter Pan. Yeah.
Yeah. And, when I think about it from, the kind of community I come from,
Oh, by community, do you mean
like
the
the
gay community?
gay community, yeah. I really do think, and some of the things that I read about it that support this is that, as a gay man, especially if you're coming out later, you missed kind of pivotal moments in your life experience, right? So like dating different people and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so I think one of the reasons why this Peter Pan syndrome is so evident in the gay community, especially with men, is there is an obsession with a whole cohort about the way you look. So the whole going to the gym and getting Botox and those sorts of things. But also there's this like latent adolescence or something like that you go through later on in life, right? So, I just think that that's an interesting part of society where we're surrounded a lot in, everyday messaging about how youth is like the kind of gold standard.
The ultimate goal.
Exactly.
In life, no matter what stage of life you're in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You pick up your phone and you record yourself and you can select endless filters that smooth your skin and do this and do that, right? And yet there's also a significant criticism about people not acting their age or judgment about people who do, like we just talked about Kris Jenner, And so I just find that kind of fascinating as well.
Yeah. It just made me think like, when I was younger and still sort of like, okay, what's happening, boobs? Are you going to grow or not? I eventually got to a place where this is what it is and they're not going to change. But I never was the one who wanted to wear like really padded bras or anything. And I think I think the reason I didn't want to is partly the same reason I didn't wear a lot of makeup and all, which is just like, it's presenting this persona that is not me.
Right, yeah.
So if I'm eventually going to get intimate with somebody that I want to spend time with or something, they're going to see the real me.
Yeah. You're going to take off your bra and they're going to be like, whoa,
exactly.
Whoa.
So am I going to take off my bra, take off my face and be a completely different person?
Okay, well, that's what I think when I see these people that post photos of themselves that are obviously altered. Like with this filters on Instagram and things like that. It's like, you don't actually look like that.
I know.
Or some of like the highly altered photos. I don't understand why. I just think for me, if I were to do that sort of thing, I think it would mess with my head where it'd be like, oh, I think you start to think you look that way.
Right.
But
or
the
that
reality
you should look that way.
Oh yeah, or you should look that way, and then you wake up and brush your teeth, and you look in the mirror, and you're like, "Who the hell is that ugly motherfucker?"
Yes, exactly. It's like I wouldn't want to feel like I'm not myself until I put my face on.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and that's only my experience. People can do whatever they want, but it's never been for me something I wanted to do is just like the amount of padding in some bras. It's like there's a whole boob in there. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I don't want that. I don't really need to wear a bra. I only want to wear a bra really mainly because I don't want my nipples to chafe.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only reason I like a little bit of padding,
Yeah.
just to protect those babies.
Yeah.
That's all. But
So Band-Aids?
well, they do have like little nipple band-aid
they?
things that you could just cover, but I don't want stuff
No.
on my skin all the time, right? So I find the least padded bras I can possibly find, and boy, have we spent a lot of time talking about my padded bras.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
So the other part of this is I sometimes wonder about whether
It's getting hot in here.
Is it?
I'm starting to sweat. That could be menopause.
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Forever young.
I
want to be, even if it's just for the hot flashes.
I know.
I do sometimes wonder though about, like, I think perhaps this is just the natural, this is part of just processing getting older. Because I think I've talked about this before, about going out to a bar once with some friends, and I was with younger guys, and it was basically like I was invisible.
That's right. Yep.
And how bothered I was about that.
Right.
But I think, that's also just part of just getting comfortable with, this is just part of the natural evolution of getting older and aging out of certain things.
Yeah, and then you age into other things. I think that
Exactly,
we
yeah.
always focus on what we're aging out of and not so much what we're aging into. Like, for example, aging into the fact that we are more financially free now.
Yeah.
We can do more things. We can treat ourselves more without worrying about how we're going to make rent this month or whatever. Like,
Do I buy groceries or do I go out tonight?
right. We don't have to think about that. And we can enjoy life a little bit more. And we also although retirement is in a way scary, it's also so much more freedom to just do other things than work, like maybe learn a language or travel more or whatever. So yeah, I think we focus so much on what we're losing, quote unquote losing. Like, I remember when I was seeing a therapist after my relationship broke down, and I think I was about 46 or 47. And my therapist referred me to another therapist because just the distance, she was so far, and she was like, I can recommend somebody that's closer to you. So I went to see that person once. And the reason I didn't go back was because she said to me, well, you're nearing 50, so you should try to find a man before 50, because after that nobody will want you. And
How old was this therapist?
she was older than that. She was probably in her early 60s, but I guess she was married and had a partner.
Or she was a bitter single woman who was like,
I know.
Deadsville right now for me.
I
That
couldn't
is
believe
a
it.
very odd.
I told my therapist, I said, I'd rather just do Zoom calls with you or come and see you once a month,
Yeah.
because I can't go back to this person. I couldn't believe she said that to me.
That is crazy.
Yeah, she was not, my therapist was
No.
not impressed either.
Yeah.
Oy.
Well, I don't know. I think there's this weird tension between the obsession with youth
Yeah.
and our constant reminder that, this is something that we're supposed to be striving towards maintaining. And also that health and youth somehow equate, that they're like, if you're younger, you're healthier.
Right.
There's kind of those
Or
sorts of
that that is
assumptions.
the ideal time of life, that a certain age, like younger,
Although
is
there
always
is some
better.
truth to that.
I mean, there is. And
I think we talked about this in a couple of episodes ago. I mentioned something about how the summer's so great, like it's great to
Yeah.
see people out in their shorts, unencumbered by clothing. And some of these young people that I see, and I'm just like, oh, their skin tone.
I know.
Look at that youthful
everything
skin
is so
tone.
tight and lifted.
Yeah. So I even as I'm saying this, I do think there's
Sure.
obviously some truth to that.
There are definitely things that I reminisce about, but I think I'm happy reminiscing about it and remembering certain things, and just fondly remembering certain things. And a lot of the songs that I selected have that
All right.
Emotion.
Let's hit us with it.
I'm going to hit you with one. Here's
Sing
one.
it to me,
Actually,
baby.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be all right if you keep me next to you. Like, that's
You don't know about me.
but I bet you want to. Everything's gonna be all right if we just keep dancing like we're 22. Yeah, like that song.
Little listeners, who do you think that was?
Well,
It's going to be a shocker.
I mean, she has so many great songs that talk about this. Do you know her song Never Grow Up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, darling, don't you ever grow, or never grow up. Don't you ever grow up. It could be this, just stay this little, or something. It's just such a sweet song about enjoying the stage that you're at, you know? And she talks about, like, don't make your mom drop you off around the corner. Remember, she's getting older too. And it's just such a emotional song about just enjoying every stage of life. And I find that is one of the themes of all of her music. That is one of the things that attracts me to her, is that she talks a lot about remember this moment. She says that in a lot of different songs and in different ways. And so I love that.
Is this going to be a Taylor Swift episode?
No, that's all I'm going to say about her. But what about the song Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield?
Oh.
The rest is still unwritten. It's like, what is your story going to be? And that song, like, not specific lyrics about it, but that feeling of having your whole life, the whole world at your feet, like anything is possible.
Yeah.
And like, it really is. Like, when you're young, really anything is possible. If you want to be a doctor or this or that, like, okay, within limits. Not everybody is going to be Taylor Swift. But, like, you really can do so many things. You have so many choices. And that energy.
I think you should give another example. Not everybody's going to be.
Not everyone's going to be an astronaut. Right. Or, you know, like, not everyone's going to be the top.
Nobel Prize winner.
Yeah. Or the top athlete. Or, like, a celebrity of some sort. Not everybody's going to be well known forever, but you can do so many things. Like, you really can choose the path your life is going to take. And I love that idea. The energy, the naivete, the innocence of youth is kind of a beautiful thing, because you don't know all the doors that might get slammed in your face. So you're just kind of going through world and life just open-hearted and open-minded.
Well, and with youthful confidence.
Yeah.
Which as you get older, you're, you know, I'm like, I don't care about some of the stuff anymore. So I'm no longer motivated in some ways.
Right. But in other ways, you are more confident because you're not always worried so much about whatever other people are thinking about you.
What other songs?
Tonight, we are young. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. I love that song by Fun.
Fun. Yeah, that's right.
And that guy's voice, oh my God, his voice is killer.
Were they a one-hit wonder?
No, they had a great, well, I know one album of theirs, and that album had several amazing songs. And then he did a really great duet with Pink.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that's a good duet. But his voice is amazing, and that song is just like, let's set the world on fire.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just about all these kids out on the town having a great night of drinking, and if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. Like those nights, I remember so many nights of going clubbing and then ending up in Chinatown at 3 in the morning and then going home at like 5. Like, I would not want to do that again.
Hussy.
Like, I mean, I didn't get laid a lot. I was with a bunch of friends.
I'm kidding.
But I didn't, like, I would never want to do that again. Maybe once in a while, here or there. But I loved that I have all those memories.
Yeah.
And then there are some that are a little more kind of like nostalgic in a much more, not sad way, but just in a I don't know, I guess more melancholy or nostalgic way, like Strawberry Wine by Deanna Carter.
Oh, Strawberry Wine.
17. They have that word in there too. Hot July moon.
Right.
Saw everything. Yeah. And then,
first taste of love. Oh, bittersweet.
Yeah, there are some beautiful lyrics.
Green on the Vine?
I don't remember that verse,
Something
but
like that.
the lyrics I isolated were, "We drifted away like the leaves in the fall,
Mm.
but year after year I come back to this place just to remember the taste of strawberry wine and 17." So it's actually written from the perspective of a woman in her 30s
Right.
who is
Yeah.
reminiscing about her first kind of
Yeah.
sexual experience, like the summer with this boy that she loved, and it's
Mm-hmm.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like remember your first love? Do you remember,
Yeah.
like, and that emotion, like that is,
Do I remember my first love? I don't even know
if you had a first
if
love,
I
like,
well, I must have had
I
a
mean, in
first love,
that,
but I
but
don't.
maybe not that long, like not that early, right?
No,
Because
no, definitely not at
you didn't
17.
come out until much later.
There were crushes, I
Yeah.
remember, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember my first love, and just, you know, it was like I didn't even want to necessarily have sex. It was just like I just want to be held by you
Yeah,
forever,
yeah,
and just
yeah. There's a closeness, a bond.
yeah.
Yeah. If you could, if you could go back and change something,
Mm.
would you?
Oh gosh, I think I would change a few things, like not necessarily even big things, but I think maybe like the way I ended certain relationships.
Mm.
Like when I say I remember my first love, there was another person that I was dating before that who was my first sexual experience, and I cared deeply about him, but I wouldn't call him my first love. So, I actually ended up seeing my first love very soon after. Like that relationship broke down because I became interested in this other person. There was no crossover. Yeah, there was
You
no
weren't
crossover.
dating two people at the same time.
No, but I did break that person's heart a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
I tried not to. Like I even gave him a birthday gift after we had broken up, and he just left it back in my locker, all with the wrapping paper ripped up, and I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt bad that it had to hurt him like that. So
Mm-hmm.
there are things I would change in that regard. But in terms of where my life is now, like would I wish that I had chosen a different like fork on the road?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Do you have any regrets? Like, are there any key pivotal moments you would change?
Yeah, I think, do I have any regrets? That's, I think, a big question, and it's kind of loaded. But would I change anything if I could? I don't know if I would. I think one of the blessings that come with age
Right?
is wisdom and reflection.
Yes.
And, using your example just now about breaking that person's heart,
Yeah.
I suspect you probably learned something from that, though. And
Yeah.
learning, maybe the power that comes with
Like empathy and noticing that your actions
have an
effects.
impact. Yeah. So if you don't, not that, everybody should break someone's heart or hurt someone's feelings, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would change anything. I don't know if would I wish some things happened differently? Yeah, maybe.
Sure.
But I don't know. I think life is it's all about living these experiences and taking something
Yeah.
out of it. I think if there was one thing I would change, I would have stopped at one beer last night. That's one thing I would have changed. Yeah.
You could maybe 1.5. Maybe the half would have been just nice to make
enough.
you tipsy.
Yeah.
Okay, my
So
last song.
what's your last
I
song?
think this is going to be a good one to end on. It is her favorite song that she ever wrote by Adele,
Oh,
When We Were Young.
how does that go?
Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song.
My God, you remind me of when we were young. That is a good song, yeah.
Young. Oh, that song is
Yeah.
like that song. It could make me cry at any moment if I listen to that song. It is so much about just remembering the beauty of being that age, of being so many ages, and remembering it fondly.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one memory of me being in grade. I think I may have mentioned this on the podcast way back when. I think I was in grade.
In the vault?
In the vault, in one of the episodes in the vault, yes. I was in grade 7 or 8. Definitely it was middle school.
Were you in another competition that you won?
No, I didn't win
Okay.
any competitions in that. Oh, except for my air band competition. Yes, we did
I
win
knew
that one.
there had to be
Oh,
one.
Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
You've been
Mickey.
obsessed with me even back then.
Not Mikey.
Yeah.
No, but I was sitting in class and I remember having this, which was a very strange moment at that age, because I was like 13, thinking, I wonder if I'll ever remember this moment as I go through, like when I'm however old I am. And I often remember
That moment.
of thinking that, sitting in my terrible, shiny yellow shirt, in my flock of seagulls haircut.
Right, with your top hat.
No top hat, but a bandana tied around my hair.
Nice, yeah.
With my pre-braces teeth, which
I know,
were a
and
nightmare.
yet we still have not received any photos.
I will find them, and
We're gonna have to get some
people.
photos.
Don't
and
judge
post
me
that.
by that. Don't judge me by that. I do not regret getting braces. I will tell you that
Okay,
much.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways.
Well, thanks for that little trip and reflection down
Memory lane.
memory lane, which is it comes up a lot in our podcast.
Yeah.
We do a lot of reflection. Well, thanks to the listeners for listening.
Yeah. Thanks.
And
So whatever age you're at, little listeners, I hope you are making the most of it
yeah.
and enjoying it
Mm-hmm.
and remembering it.
And tuning back into Life is in the Lyrics.
Yes, and liking and sharing and following and subscribing and telling all your friends about us.
Please do.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.